Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Craft with Me where we are working on the Dark Poison Journal, and I think we can progress to making tags and journal cards. So let us not get after it quite yet, because I have an experiment that I am going to be running with you to declutter my workspace and get something which is first order of retrieval for the most used items. So, don't know if you can tell, but I have literally cleaned every single item off of this workspace. So there is nothing here, there's no bits and pieces offline. The only thing that I have at the moment is this card and my wee little clock that I use just to keep track. And so these two items are things that I use every single episode. So they get a little bit of a priority because I know I'm going to be touching them every episode. My dream, hope, thought is that I am, once we get done some of this, I am going to use this foam core, and we are going to make a custom holder racky thing that I can then use to move around or organize or whatever. So as we go through this, I'm going to do a lot of getting up and getting down. As I pull things, it's like, oh, I need a glue, I need a scissor, whatever, so that we can sort of see what it is that we are use. Then next time we will start with those base things and then continue to add and add. It's clear in my mind, might not be clear in yours. Anyways, we have bases to make. So step one is, oh yeah, I got those. Well, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? We have. So, some things. I know I'm going to need a glue book. I have some bases of things. We are going to need glue. And I'm going to say we're going to at least need these two pieces. So what we have pulled is, got some bases, our standard gluey glues, and our standard cutty cuts, glue book. You've got the bases, and because I have literally no self-control, well, I do have self-control. I only bought a couple of bits. I have Yummy Tim Holtz Ideology Halloween 2024. These are the collage strips, and these are the ephemera packs. I wanted these for the dimensions as much as anything, and to have one in my hands, much like the Traveler's Notebook thing, where I wanted to see the actual object so we can then maybe play around and make our own. And then same with these. I want to do the same kind of breakdown to be able to see what's in here and what's not. Also, while we have been away, I made another collage board, and this is on one of the, remember this paper? This is on the, you can sort of see there's a part of the skeleton. That's the only bit that's left open, but we can use these as journaling cards if we need to. And this I got because I think this would make a great notepad. We've got this, and we've got this, and so somewhere in here we can start easy. We can, I swear we can start easy. Oh yes, we want to do one. This is what we want. Okay, so put some of this over to the side here. We're not going to use everything all at once, much as I would like to. Oh yes, and I think I did this one. Did I do this one in front of you? I don't think I did this one in front of you either. Anyways, this one might be a little bit better than this one because there's just more goldy, contrasty colors, but you never know. Okay. Well, let's see what we have. And we might, okay. Told you there was going to be uppies and downies. What do I need? Let's try some of this to start. So I need stuff to put this on to line. And we need to pick one, so I can't do them all at once. We can kind of do a Tuesday 10-ish. So I think at the moment Cindy's enjoying herself on vacation. And among all of the other things, now I need a ruler. It's a bit dodgy at first, but I promise it'll settle down as soon as I get the minimum requirements, whatever they happen to be. So this is about getting tools in a section. And I think once we get the tools sorted out, we'll be able to do some batches of stuff, whatever that looks like. Now then, I am going to do at the edge. There. Trim at the edge, that's what that word means. Do at the edge. There. There. It's 4 inches. Okay, okay, okay. So something like that. What I would like actually is, ooh, you think? Let's try. What was that in words? That in words was, I don't want to lose that, so I kind of want to trim around here. I'm going to tuck that out in a corner. We'll see that, and we'll see all the bits. But we need to trim first. So this is all as a result of me getting some flowers from a neighbor. She has a huge garden of gladiolas, and she brought some over for me, and it was really lovely, and I super appreciated it. Put them in a vase, and then put them here. The vase is very tall. The gladiolas are even taller, so it was a very, very kind of top-heavy vase. Water, and it all went to the canoe. And so I had to clean everything off because it was soaking wet. And once I had it off, I hadn't had the space clean in a very long time. So it was kind of fun to have a clean workspace again. That's what I want to do. And that's where I got this idea. Okay, where did I say I wanted to start? Let's start at the arrows. So technically speaking, so we'll see if it works. Adam Savage, who I always talk about, or I talk about frequently, has a lot of things to say about how to organize a workshop to maximize the effectiveness of a workspace. And having a clean workspace is one thing, but having the right tools the right distance away is another. So it's kind of like I want to do that. Ooh, that works. Yeah. Do I want to do that little moony moon? It's going to be too fat. Wide. Because that's already 4 inches. That's going to be 5. So I'm going to have to trim some. Okay. Well, it can be tall, just can't be wide. Let's do this. Oh, also on another news update. I'm sure you're all desperate to know. Poop Watch is completed. Gracie was able to get rid of the elastic band without incident. Such a clever girl. Okay, there's that. Then there, ooh. That does, I think I'm going to lose a lot of this white. How much of my, what's an inch? 3/4 of an inch? Sure, let's do that. There. I'm going to wear out this paper doing this back and forth. And we can trim that a little bit down. So let's say 1, 2, 3.5. Yeah, it'll be okay. Next thing I need to get up and get is my brown duster ink. Where did I put that? All of the stuff went over to this side in no particular order. Brown, where are you? Nope. Well, that's annoying. Oh, there it is. Found it. There we are. I feel very Gail Augustinelli with this. She has one of the cleanest working spaces. She's always just what she needs on the table and nothing more. Okay. Once more, do the thing. Oh, well, it's already tucked in just where it needs to be. Okay. So what do I want to do? I want to glue. Is that straight? Yeah, straightish. Oh, other new important news updates. New thing of glue happening there. That's because I was doing all of the collage boards. Go on, you can do it. Okay. Ooh, I need that a little bit closer. There we are. Oof, that's gluey. There's that. And there's that. Okay, 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 okay. I need to put a little bit of glue here to keep this, keep that stuck down. And that little corner and the edge. I don't think there's an easy way to glue that. And then flip this over. And then do this. And that. We might do a sticker or something just to put that over. Okay. Still didn't get that edge. There, okay, we need to cut it out. We need to cut it's a 1/4 inch. Yep, 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. Meow. Was it a 1/4 inch or an 1/8 of an inch? It was an 1/8 of an inch. There. Okay, and then the distance between the edge of the paper to the edge of the edge is about 3/8. Let's do it straight, shall we? Just for grinsies. And I'm just going to cut that. Ta-da! There. How wide is that? Not quite 4. That is perfect. Another thing that is frequently used in this workspace is my little corners. And I'm just going to do the bottom ones because I don't want to hack at that. I wonder if an eye, if we need an eye. We always need googly eyes. I just want to see what it would look like. It completely changes the character of the card. It is stunning. And once applied, how can you deny such a pretty crow a googly eye? I ask you, have you no humanity? Okay, so eye goes on. Ooh, okay. Big splotch of glue just popped out. Whee! There. Pat, pat, pat. Okay. The Google eyes stay. Okay, so far so good. We need something, so let's have a look at the Tim Holtz that is burning a hole in my pocket. or in my craft space, I should say. There, and see if there's anything fun. That's the fiddly bits he provides, and it counts as a thing, and I understand why it counts as a thing, but it's a fiddly little bit. And that's, what does it say? Ghostly? No. Poison? Other for external uses. Ghost train, one ride only. Black Crow brand. Too much crow. That might be all right. What's this? Made in England. Join here. Fade proof. Run. What's the quoth the raven nevermore? Tap, tap, tapping at my window. Okay, for whoever knows that poem really well, you are totally yelling at me. I totally get that. I accept the yelling. My mom used to know reams of poetry and be able to just, she was a poet at heart. She wrote poetry. She knew copious amounts of it, and she could recite it the way poetry is supposed to be recited, and I was a vast disappointment in that regard to her. But the tap, tap, tapping, rap, rap, rapping. Ooh, these are kind of like fun little lacy bits. Nope. Nope. I might come back to the poison, but it's like this needs some kind of a dark anchor, and the poison is too, shake well before using. Ooh, that's nice. Don't need a second raven. What's this? It's a rose. Okay. Where's the shake well before using that I just swapped out? I have not moved from this place. Here. Wow. So that's way too blendy. Next up and get is some of that little gold paper that I made, which is somewhere here, I think, I hope. Ah, yes. Just here. Ooh, and the gold would fit the gold, if you know what I mean. Well, let's try. Might be fun, might not. We're not sure yet. I'm doing the rose. I think it needs to be glued like that. And we need this. This is going to be an hour for me to do one stinking card, which is fine. We are not in any race because we're doing two things at once. And Lord knows I can barely do one thing at once on some days. We'll be fine. We will be totes fine. I want to do that. Pat, pat, pat. Here we are. This back up. These little liney lines can go back over here. And I'm going to clean this up, that up. Now where do I want to put this? I'll put this over here. Oh, bits are already falling off. I don't know what that is. I think it's probably cut out of something. Oh, and there's another little bit here that says 106. That might be fun. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Are we done? Does it compete too much? Yep. That's okay though. Won't go to waste. I wonder if maybe this would be fun. Nope, I want it that way. So a little bit of a faux corner, and then shake well. Yep, it looks good. We will do that. And I also want to put that 106 there inexplicably. And I did tear that on the squiff, the ski whiff. There, and that's okay. I mean, I can probably trim it so that it is slightly less obtuse. There. Ta-da. One done. We're practically finished. I like that one. Okay, so done. Next, we have these two. We can either make these as a pair, or we can make it into a booklet. Let's see what else we have in here, because I think, yes, we wanted to make these into a booklet. So let's do booklet 1 before we do booklet 2. And I think step 1 is we need to glue this. Yep, okay. Okay, we got a plan-ish. So, what do I want to do? I need to tear these into 4 because we have to do the witch houses. The witch houses game. Not W-I-T-C-H, that W-H. The which. Which is which. Not the person, the selection. So, we've got that. It's got a little hole in the roof. Very rickety. Cottagey. Very dark. I feel like this should be the back. And we're currently competing for these two. This is Dark Potions. That should be the one that wins. And yet I like this one. Yep, okay. I just went with my gut. So. I wonder if we can do that. Nope. Yep. We could probably, technically speaking, we could do that. How big is this circle? How big is this circle? How big is it? I think it's 4 inches. Nope. 3 3/4? Yes, okay. All right, I need to do some math, which means I need a pencil. Where did I put my pencil? Here it is. Oh, good grief, Gracie. I was out last night and she had a final game with herself, and so these are her standard play toys, and when they're scattered all over everywhere, it means that she's been having some strong independent play, and so they're all my craft areas. Now, what did I say? 3 3/4, 3 3/4. 2 3/4 is 1 1/2, so that's a half. 1, that's 7. So if I have something that's 8 across, okay, and I just need the schmurp out to be that way. Okay, so the center, 3 3/4. Let's do 4 inches. 4 inches, 4 inches. And I know, I could have done the whole thing at once. That would have been easier. Here, get that out of the way. Then I want to fold in half, like that. I want this one on the cover and that on the back. And then, so we need to cut these out. So what I want to make sure is that I don't have like the 2 points of a circle. I want to have a little bit more real estate for when I glue this in. One. There's 2. So are these kind of the same? Just going to hold them up to the light to align them. I'll do it that way because I think that's easier. Huh. Well, that's information. Not entirely the same size, I don't think. Or maybe they are and I just cut them wrong. I'm doing the light test. I'm just holding it up to the light. So that's why I can't sort of put them down and let you see. And these are different sizes. Well, that's not ideal. This is smaller. Oh, Okay, well, it's gonna be it's gonna be this one. Oops. There, okay. This is still the front. Oh, balls. Somebody out there was yelling. I know it. Well, we can do one. Just plunk on one. That's what we're gonna do. For all that messing around. Okay. I mean, now that we've changed the whole thing entirely, well, I am going to put all of this aside because I am struggling with this. And we are going to go to something that is more straightforward because my brain is not having any of that at the moment, which is totally fine. And now we're back to skulls. Are we back to skulls? I don't want to do a skull. Let's do something pretty. There. Do I take April off? Or do I take the top off? I should probably take the top off. That's probably better. And I should have cut that, not ripped it. Well, it's a bit of a chaotic day. It's all right. Oh, my stars. I want a bit of an edge. Let's do that. There. I am just lining that up to the edge of the book so that it makes a nice edge. There. Oh, it just changes everything, doesn't it? When you get rid of the white. I like that. Okay. We probably need the high test stuff because this is glossy. And we might do some, have a look at, see what ye olde Timmy has to say. I might sew this one. I don't normally sew tags. It's not that I can't. It just never occurs to me. Look at that. Almost straight. Okay, so let's have a look. Bring the Tims back in. Nope. That does make no sense whatsoever. That fits awfully nice. So one of the things that I was thinking of that I could do, we haven't made a fabric snippet roll for this make. And I'm just wandering over here. Get some Fabrico. This is Sari Silk. Oh, I sewed this. I wonder why I did that. I sewed it together to make a tie. It's fine, I don't mind. I don't think. Huh. Well, the whole point was I have some black Sari Silk to scotch on the top. And if I do that, then we have some black. And then if I use black ink to do the last go round, we have some darkness. So let's, without too much thinking, do that. There we are. Pat, pat, pat. I really wanted the Sari Silk, like the rough edges. Well, that is what it is, I suppose. What do I need? Why am I up? I'm up to get black ink. Second to last ink in my pile. Not always the way. There we are. So far I don't use a lot of stuff. Okay. There we are. That's can't really tell. Okay. So is there a word? Word bits? What does this say? Dr. Green, blah, 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 blah. Sure. Why not? I'm picking that just matches the color, kind of. Okay, move you back. There. Oops. Yeah, you can see the black once there's some bit of a background. Okay, so that's 2. Look at us. 50 minutes, 25 minutes a card. Can't say I'm not efficient. Okay, I don't think we're well suited to do this. We might have to reprint these. I'm not sure. Don't need to worry about it. So we've got this card that we might be able to use, and still this card we might be able to use. And let's go back to our little treasure trove of, well, I had at one point thought, oh, these will be easy. Oh, her. And also this. Will this fit? Oh, and her. I love that photograph. Maybe we can do like a little, they need to go together somehow. What else do I have in my pile of things? Oh, we can cut something out. That would be fun. And I want to keep that. And I kind of just want to, I think, just fold it. Maybe do some kind of fun trimming. Golly, I like those. And we're back to the skulls. And I think that's our only pile. Well, where'd my ladies go? My women. They're the same size? Yes, they are. So I want to do the same thing with her. No, I don't. Stop. So I called a stop to myself because my brain is bouncing all over from idea to idea. What do they call it? They call it something. It's not stream of consciousness. It's like a hyper flow of ideas. Flight of ideas. So we're going to cut something out because that's a good idea. And we've got 50, we're at 50 minutes. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, I did 2 tags, and I explained all the messing around that I want to do with the workspace, up and down 100 times, a couple of false starts. I mean, we have been busy. Okay, all right, we'll float because we need to do trims. So there's trim 1. There's trim 2. I feel like there's some other fun things that I've just, not that I haven't told you, it's that I can't remember to tell you. I'm sure they will come to me. There. And then we will cut out. Boop. There. A little bit of white left there. Get that off. Okay. Then, what do I want to do? I should fold this first. There. And fold this. Oops. Fold that. And then fold that. Oh. Much less, I don't mean this in a pejorative sense. So this is a very cheery side. This is very pink and happy. This can totally dark up with very little effort. So that's fun. So I had something float into my head and then float out of my head. Oh, I know what we can do in the last couple of minutes. We can open one of these because I'm dying to know, get more information on these. I'm just going to pull out a couple at random, and I'm doing the randomness just so that we can see. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, yeah, mushrooms. Makes me think of a thing. Okay, all right, here we are. So, informazione. These are 2 1/4 inches wide. Okay. And then 1 1/4 inches. What's the tallest one there? He's the tallest one. 1.5 inches? Is there one that's taller? Yes, there's one on the front page. Is she taller? She might be the tallest. Let's do that one. Okay. 1, 2, 2 1/4. So she's a, I'm going to say she's a square. 2, 2 1/4. That's like 2 1/8. She's almost a square. Yep, okay. So, what can we say about these? We can probably make these, I think. And I think what we would need is lines of things. So, like a whole row of mushrooms, or a whole sort of strip of text or whatever. And then we could easily sort of chop them up to make these. Okay. And now that we have these out, we might keep them out and use them as just some of the fodder. So before we go, let's have a look at what we pulled out. So we have 100% we need the rulers. 100% we need our 2 cutting tools. 100% we need the glue and the glue pages. So this is, I would say, basic. I am going to be using these tools almost constantly, which really isn't a lot if you think about it. There we are. The next thing is the ink. So if that's, these are my A's. Let's go A, B, and C. Let's do inventory 101. So your A items are the things you always need. B items are your mediums, and then C's are your never. But when you need them, you really need them. I'm going to put those I think are going to be mid-range. And then here, I don't think I have anything in my C's yet. Okay, that's all right. We can cope. So tomorrow we will do a blank slate again, but I will probably have these and maybe these. We should start with a blank slate. Anyways, that is all for now. Hope you're interested in this experiment and finding out how it turns out. And if it does turn out, feel free to try it yourself. Thanks so much. I will talk to you super soon. Please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Always love you lots, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.